Hi guys, welcome to your Feel Good Vinyasa flow. This is going to be a 30-minute full body practice with a provided shavasana at the end, and you can do this flow at any time of the day. We're going to get started in a seated position at the back of the mat. So go ahead and make your way down, legs crossed, root down through your sit bones and lengthen through your spine. Go ahead and place your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your low belly. With the eyes closed, just begin to connect to your breath here, breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Observing your inhales and your exhales and allowing your body to settle in. And I invite you to set an intention before we begin to move on our mats today. So this intention can be something you want to work on, cultivate, or amplify in your yoga practice, or maybe it's something you want to work on off of your yoga mats. So whatever that is, go ahead and take a moment to think about that here and set your intention. With your next breath, gently reach the arms out wide and then up overhead, palms touch. As you exhale, bring the hands down through the heart, sealing your intention for today. Take another big breath in. Again, reach the arms out wide and then up overhead, palms touch. As you exhale, plant your right hand down beside you and reach the left arm up and over, keeping your heart open towards the sky, sit bones rooted down into the floor. Inhale back through center, palms touch. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches over. This time, reach the right arm forward, round through your upper spine. Plant your right hand down beside your hip and reach the left arm up and over. Breathe into the left side body. Keep the heart open. Reach the left arm forward, round through the spine. Left hand comes down. Reach the right arm up. Inhale to straighten the spine. Palms touch overhead, and then exhale, release the hands. Come into tabletop pose, plant your hands out in front of you. Tuck your toes under, and send your hips back towards your heels, stretching out the tops of the feet, the ankles. And then round forward, bring your shoulders past your wrists. As you exhale, drop the belly, and then send the hips back towards the heels once more, lower the head. Again, round forward, moving with your breath, shoulders past wrists, and as you exhale, drop the belly down. So we're moving through these fluid cat-cows, warming up the spine, shifting the weight back and forth. We'll do a few more rounds here. Good. This time, send the hips all the way back towards the heels, and then relax your head and neck down in between the arms. Belly towards the thighs. Breathe. Lift your gaze, shift forward, untuck the toes, and tap your feet against the ground. Good. Lift the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Begin to slowly pedal out through the feet, so just bending one knee at a time. Shifting the hips from side to side, stretching out the back of the calves and the hamstrings. Rooting down evenly through the palms and the knuckles of the hands. And then straighten out both legs, come into a neutral downward dog. Keep the feet where they are, walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Allow the upper body to hang heavy here. Coming into a gentle twist. Go ahead and bend your left knee, left fingertips on the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, release, right fingertips down to the mat, bend the right knee and reach the left arm up. Good, we'll repeat that once more on each side. Left hand down, bend the left knee, reach the right arm up. Right hand down, left arm up. Release, come back to center, fold over the legs. Interlace your hands behind your low back, bringing your hands into a fist. Draw your fist up and over. Relax the crown of your head towards the ground and breathe. You can bend the knees here if you need to. And then release the hands back down to the mat. Walk yourself back out into downward dog. Bring your gaze to the top of the mat, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Find a standing back bend as you bend the elbows, cactus the arms. And inhale, reach the arms up, neutral spine. Exhale again, open the heart, cactus arms. Once more, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to plank. As you exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Gaze at the top of the mat, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Root down through the right foot and then lift the left knee up towards the chest. Continue to lengthen through the spine. Find your balance as you gaze straight out ahead of you. Transition into Warrior 3, sending the left leg back, bringing your body into a T-shaped position as your upper torso lowers. So chest and left leg are parallel to the ground. One more breath. Step back, high lunge. Plant the left foot back down, reach the arms up. Sink the hips down. Breathe. High lunge twist. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to the right. Right arm reaches behind you. Left arm reaches forward. Plant your left hand down inside of your right foot and reach the right arm up. Keep the hips lifted up high. Opening up into Warrior 2. Hips and chest face the left side of your mat. Spin your back foot flat. Soft bend in your front knee. Gaze over your front middle finger and keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Reverse Warrior. Flip your front palm and lean the weight back. Breathe into the right side body. triangle pose. Straighten out your right leg, right hand will come down, reach the left arm up. Transition into side lunge. Plant your left hand down, turn to face the long ways of your mat. Turn your left toes out slightly and bend in your left knee. Either keep the right foot planted down on the ground or spin on the right heel. Hands will stay on the mat for support here. You should feel a stretch in the inner thigh and the hamstring muscles. With your next breath, lift your hips up. Turn to face the front of the mat, come into pyramid pose. Hop your left foot forward and then fold over the right leg. Take a few deep breaths here as you relax the crown of your head towards the ground, belly towards the right thigh. Slowly begin to lift your gaze. Prepare to come into high lunge. Hop your left foot back, high on the back toes as you reach the arms up overhead. Keep the core slightly engaged. Eagle arms. Bring your left arm underneath and around your right, pressing the fingertips into the right palm. Preparing for full standing eagle. So shift your weight forward, beginning to stand on the right leg. Lift the left knee up towards your chest. And then cross left leg over the right, sink the hips down, bend the knees, eagle pose. Keep squeezing the arms and legs together as you find your balance. With your next breath, slowly come up to stand. Uncross the legs, reach the arms up overhead, slight standing back bend. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, plank, and then move through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. From down dog, step to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to stand. Exhale, hands through heart center. Grounding down through the left leg this time, lift the right knee up towards the chest, finding your balance. And then as you exhale, slowly send the right leg back as you lean your upper torso forward, finding that T-shaped position with your body. Stay strong through your standing leg. One more breath. Step back into high lunge. Lengthen the arms up overhead. Press the hips down. Big breath in. As you exhale, twist to the left. Left arm will reach behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Chest opens up to the left. Plant your right hand down inside of your left foot. Keep the hips lifted up high. Left arm reaches up. Spin open into Warrior Two, facing the right side of your mat. Shoulders stacked over the hips, soft bend in the front knee. Reverse Warrior, flip your front palm, lean your weight back, big side body stretch. Straighten out your left leg, triangle pose. Left hand will come down, stacking right shoulder over left. Coming into Side Lunge Skandasana, right hand will come down, turn to face the long ways of your mat, turn the right toes out slightly, and then bend into the right knee. Again, either keep your left foot flat on the mat or come onto the left heel. Plant your hands down, lift your hips up high, turn to face the front of your mat, pyramid pose, hopping your back foot forward, straightening out the left leg. And then folding forward, keeping your hips squared and relaxing the upper body. With your next breath, lift your gaze, come into high lunge, hop your back foot back, and then reach the arms up, rooting down through your front foot. Core slightly engaged. Eagle arms. Right arm comes underneath and around the left this time. Squeeze the arms together, elbows in line with shoulders. Preparing for full standing eagle, shift your weight into your left foot, leaning forward, and then stepping the right leg up. So bending the right knee and then crossing it over the left. Send the hips down. Straighten out the spine. Breathe. Inhale to stand, uncross the legs. Uncross the arms, reach them up overhead, standing back bend. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, move through your Vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Find your breath. And step your right foot forward to the top of the mat. Turn to face the long ways of your mat. Toes in, heels out. Preparing to come into a wide-legged twist. From here, you're going to place your left hand down at the center of the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up. With your next exhale, right hand will come down, reaching the left arm up. Release your left hand down to the mat, preparing to come into side lunge. So widen your stance here if you need to, toes out, heels in. Bend into your right knee and straighten out your left leg, keeping your hands on the mat for support. Inhale, lift the hips, and then exhale, switch sides, bending into the left knee, right leg straightens. Inhale back to center. Bring your toes back in and your heels out. Fold forward. Interlace your hands behind your back into a fist. And then reach your fist up and over. Hips lift up high. 3 deep breaths here. And gently release your hands out in front of you. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Step back into plank. One last optional Vinyasa here. Take it if you'd like it. Otherwise, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take 3 to 5 breaths in your downward dog. And then we'll prepare to come into Malasana, yoga squat at the top of the mat. So you can bend your knees and hop forward, bringing your feet towards the outer edges of your hands, or you can do this one leg at a time. Make sure your heels are in and your toes are out. Sink the hips down towards the heels. Keep your hands on the mat for support, or you can bring your hands to heart center, gently pressing the elbows against the inner thighs. Lengthen through your spine. And breathe. You should feel this stretch deeply in the hips. One more breath. Good. Sink the hips down and come into a seat. From here, we're going to move into double pigeon. So you're going to bring your left shin parallel to the front of the mat, and then you're going to cross your right shin on top. So your right heel will be directly over your left knee, and your right knee will be directly over your left ankle. You can place your right hand on top of your right knee for support, either choosing to stay here if this is deep enough for you. If you want a slightly deeper variation, you can walk your hands forward, bringing your chest closer towards your legs. find your edge, feeling the stretch in your body, and then come back to your inhales and your exhales. Inhale to slowly lift yourself up, plant your hands behind you and uncross the legs, bringing your feet mat width distance apart and dropping your knees to opposite sides. When you're ready, we'll switch positions. So this time the right shin is parallel to the front of the mat and your left shin is going to stack on top, parallel as well. Left hand on top of your left knee, lengthen through your spine. And again, you can either stay here or you can come into this forward fold variation, relaxing your head and neck down. With your next inhale, slowly lift yourself up, uncross the legs, and then drop your knees to either side. Come to the center of your mat and then slowly lower it down to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. You can gently rock from side to side if that feels good. And then keep your right knee hugged into your chest. Extend the left leg long. Coming into a supine twist, reach the right arm out wide. Use your left hand to draw the right leg across the body and then all the way over to the left side. Relax your shoulder blades into the ground. Drawing your leg back in towards center. This time, hug left knee into your chest, extend right leg long. Use your right hand to draw the left leg across the body and all the way over to the right. Left arm extended out wide. Breathe. Bring both legs back to center. This time come into happy baby. Opening up your hips one last time. If it feels good, you can straighten out the legs here to get a hamstring stretch as well. And whenever you're ready, slowly release your feet down to the mat. Preparing for our final resting pose. You can either come into Shavasana with the legs extended long, or you can come into supine butterfly with soles of the feet together and knees opened out wide. So find whatever variation speaks to you here. And then when you're ready, place your left hand over your heart, right hand on your belly. Close your eyes. We'll find a deep cleansing breath. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, big exhale out. Release the breath. Let go of any last bit of lingering tension or tightness. And give yourself full permission to rest here. Allowing the breath to enter and leave the body naturally, freely. And allow your thoughts to come and go as well. Try not to attach to anything that comes up for you. Just allow yourself to be present with all of the sensations, We'll be here for these next few minutes, and I'll call you back when it's time. And gently bring your awareness back to this physical space. Bringing your awareness back to your body and your breath. And slowly bring the soles of the feet flat on the mat. Maybe bend the knees and roll out the wrists. If it feels good, you can reach the arms overhead. And slowly, when you're ready, begin to transition into a fetal position, rolling over onto one side of your body. Taking a moment to rest here. And then with your next breath, gently press into your palms to assist yourself in coming back up into a seated position. Keep your gaze soft or your eyes closed. Relax the arms and the legs. Take a moment to tune into how you are feeling. And take a moment to come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of class. With your next breath in, go ahead and reach the arms out wide and then up overhead. Palms will touch. Exhale, bring the hands back down to heart center. With gratitude, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat for this practice today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next class soon.